Questions getting answered at the Broward and Beyond Business Conference, sponsored by the Broward County Office of Economic and Small Business Development. Subject matter experts coming face to face with hundreds of business owners across South Florida. Here's a taste of the incredible conversations shared throughout the day.
Office of Economic and Small Business Development. Economic development is a part that I do manage. And one of the things that we do is we offer a lot of training in entrepreneurship program. And what we have is we actually use the Kaufman Foundation. We actually have three programs, 2 half-day sessions. One is called the Intentional Entrepreneur. This is for the entrepreneur who's just starting out, or you have an idea, or just started something, you just want to get an idea. How can I grow my business? The other one is to listen to your business. That's for business owners who have been started 2, 3, 4 years, and you really want to grow. You want to get to that next level. So we have a program that actually gets you there.
But we will be engaging young people in an internship incubator experience, and I would love to get some of the expertise in this room to come and talk to them about your entrepreneurship experience. Please find me, see me while I'm here. I would love to just engage in conversations and ways that we can continue to inspire and motivate the next generation.
And we're absolutely delighted to be at the Broward Beyond conference. It gives us access to so many people that can use the tools that we have available to help entrepreneurs and small businesses grow their businesses. So to get everybody here at one time with all the other resources that are available to those people is really a spectacular opportunity for everybody, for us as well as the clients that are coming in.
Hi, my name is Teresa Grandel. I am the Assistant Executive Director for the Allen B. Levan NSU Broward Center of Innovation, and we are here at the Broward and Beyond Business Conference. I'm very excited about this conference. This is our second time being here, and this conference is great because it's really bringing in the community around entrepreneurship. So it's your small businesses, your startups, your scale-ups, really what ends up driving our economic development for our region. So as the Levan Center of Innovation, we're here to show our support, but also to help raise awareness about the different resources and opportunities that entrepreneurs have in this community to make sure that they're successful in their endeavors.
I'm a librarian at the main library in downtown Fort Lauderdale. I'm representing the Creation Station Business, which is a free space for entrepreneurs and startups to grow their businesses. It provides free meeting rooms, a free conference room, and free resources through librarians.
So if you have a car that you need to purchase, we will finance your car. If you have a real estate that you're going to purchase, we are going to finance that real estate. So just pretty much 25% is the minimum of what we can lend you, up to $25,000.
So if you're a startup and you're acquiring an existing business, if you've got experience in that space, we're a preferred lender with the SBA group. So even though banks always look forward, or look back rather, they don't look forward, with SBA we will look forward. So we can look at business plans, we can do lending for startups, we can do buyouts, partner buyouts, that sort of thing. So keep that in mind.
There are a lot of lenders out there, online lenders, less unscrupulous lenders that will give you money, you apply today, you don't have to prove anything. But I promise you, more often than not, it's going to be really hard for you to keep up with the rates that you're being charged or the weekly payments that you're being charged. And ultimately, once you find yourself in that debt trap, then you're going to want to come to one of us, and it's going to be a very difficult thing for us to do to make a loan for you at that time.
Right. I had one, and this institution had an online business basically established and said, oh, they're only charging 0.5% a day of my sales. You know, at the end of that turned out to be over 200%. Oh, but it's only 0.5%. But how often? For how long? How is it compounded? How are all these factors coming in? Oh, they didn't ask me a whole lot of questions. They basically were ready to give you the money like yesterday. Okay, wonder why. So again, you get into a situation where you now have a partner that's going to take all of your profits.
We're not a bank. Okay, we don't make loans. We don't loan you money, but we do have funds available through grants that can help you save money that you can apply to other areas of your business and make you more suitable business for the banks when they're looking at your profit and loss in your balance sheet.
Tell them why
it's really important to look right, look the part, right? When you go out and put your business out there, and what does that mean in the context of capability statements, and how do you help them with that?
Thank you, Ms. Harris. Well, it's important to play the role. You have to look well, present yourself well, and give yourself the exposure to make the relationships that you need to represent your brand. And that includes with your capability statement. You need to have the logo, look sharp. You need to be concise and to the point. No more than 1 or 2 pages. You want to have your DUNS code. You want to have your NAICS codes on there. You want to have your past performance on there and the contract that you won. Bam, right away, you want them to see this person can meet my requirements as a contracting officer because they have done this in the past. It's very easy to see. And sometimes we want to give so much information that we miss the point.
I'm so impressed with you guys being here today, because what you're doing today is getting exposure. So I hope you get a lot of pictures, because these people are getting exposed.
I love coming to events like this. I love seeing all of the people who turn out to get information about certification programs and contracting with local, municipal, state, and federal agencies. These are opportunities for entrepreneurs to hear directly from the agencies who are responsible about how to do business with them and how to grow themselves as entrepreneurs and make the kind of connections that they can't make just walking through the regular business world.
So let me recap. So you heard today so far that we're not only connecting you to contracting opportunities, I'm talking about billions of dollars in contracting opportunities from hospitals, universities, county government, and we're talking about regional institutions, Miami, Broward, hospitals, counties, cities, etc. But we're also working with you to help you assess where you are and then provide the assistance that you need to be successful. So this is win-win. Again, I'm looking from the outside here, right? You tell me, is this a win-win?
Yes.
Right? Any questions?
Healthcare Foundation here in South Florida, we use a GPO to do your procurement for, well, I don't know if it's to do the procurement, but provide the services for healthcare staffing. And for a small business, we try to connect with them. That is so difficult for us to get connected with that GPO service to help provide that service locally. So what are some of the ways to overcome those challenges for a small business with the GPO?
The GPO for your hospitals is definitely one of our main sources for sourcing, various products and services. Specifically in the staffing area, we do utilize some GPO, but we still augment our teams locally.
Is there no point for you to go through the whole process and getting certified and all that if none of the government agencies buy your goods and services? So that's the first thing I would recommend. Do some research to see whether or not there's compatibility in terms of what you're selling and what we're seeing.
We've started that house list on the website, so you can find those that help. And if you're not, if you go there and you're not on the website, but you do something awesome for nonprofits, let me know. We'll add you. Because we want you to know who's out there to help and support the work that you're doing.
For us, there's a big focus on housing, not only people experiencing homelessness, but the lack of housing, the lack of affordable housing. And so that's been a big focus for the county right now.
Yes, feel free to come up. We don't bite, and we definitely encourage you guys to get our information, business card. I do have information at the table. And with that being said, thank you very much.
This is our main library downtown Fort Lauderdale. This is a rather challenging project. It is the plaza that has been shut down for a while. It's actually a historic restoration project. Although it is a building in need of repair, we are working on it. We find it to be a gem, and we want it to be our shining star downtown Fort Lauderdale.
I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the Broward Sheriff's Office. We procure about $170 million in equipment and supplies and services for BSO. Certainly a lot less than what Ariana was talking about in terms of millions and millions. And it's really exciting to hear all the projects that you all are working on for in Broward County. To find out about current solicitations that we have, you can also go to sheriff.org, go click on inside BSO, administration, and then purchasing, and you'll find all of our solicitations listed there as well.
So, by a show of hands, how many of you are using social media as a way to generate sales in your business? Awesome, awesome.
So in all honesty, you have to want to be obsessed with your customer. And what does that mean, right? So depending on the product or the service that you're selling, the demographic is extremely important, right? So who are these people? Their age, their race, their ethnicity, their gender, their marital status, their income, their education, and their employment. All of those things may or may not matter to you, but either way, you want to create a persona that is specific to who you're serving.
Doing business with Broward County Aviation requires a number of processes, and you may want to deal with the OESBD folks or the purchasing division for Broward County. So the projects that we have 4 projects at FLL, Fort Lauderdale International Airport, and 4 projects at North Ferry Airport. North Ferry Airport is a smaller airport that is part of the aviation department. The first project that we have that should come out probably in the next 60 days or so is a Terminal 3 fuel plant generator replacement.
You may be working construction, you may work on houses, but you could probably build a really good set for me. Or my senior producer will always tell you, what's the number one thing people want on a set? Can anybody guess? The number one thing everybody wants.
Food in the restaurant.
Food, right.
And what the Film Commission hosts as far as a directory goes is a production directory, which is services, crew, resources, and a locations database. So that would be where you would list your location if you were able to host a production. So those restaurants, they can host the crew for lunch during the day, and if they close after hours overnight or certain times during the week or on a weekend, and they can host a scene, that's very essential too, because productions are constantly looking for settings. And I also just want to note, it doesn't have to be pretty, because most storytelling isn't pristine, beautiful backdrops. A lot of it is real life. So it doesn't have to be, if you own a property that maybe still needs to get fixed up or isn't quite where you want it to be, that doesn't mean it's not the perfect fit for a certain project.
And I'm just going to say that, Andy, close your ears, but you actually can make really good money as a location. So utilizing your businesses or homes, there's a lot of money to be made in that. He would be the one who would be negotiating that down.
We have a new incentive here in Broward County, which has been spearheaded by Sandy Leiterman and the Broward County Commission. And so we're seeing a resurgence in film production here. The most important resource I'm always looking for is people. And we never seem to have enough people.
Visit Lauderdale with an entire team of people. If you have a big event or conference, email us, and then we will send out the bids to the hotels. And instead of you picking up the phone and calling every hotel in town, our centralized computer system will then let them email directly to you. Well, hey, we can do this for you. We can do that for you. But that allows us, if Visit Lauderdale to do, is to collect the data and show the impact your business is making on our economy. And we also, just like the Film Lauderdale, we have incentives. We can then, give you kickbacks for your attendees, or sponsor a breakfast, do a whole bunch of things.
If you're the person who is quoting, being quoted in the press release, so you're the executive, or if you're not the executive in your company, make sure they're prepared. The worst thing you want to happen is that someone follows up and wants to actually do a story on you, and your leadership is not prepared to talk about what you have put out. It can be embarrassing. So make sure that everybody's prepared, everybody is on what? Message. That message we talked about in the beginning. Make sure everyone is on message and that you're actually ready to go.
One thing about social media is you control the messaging. When media comes and covers a story about you, they control the messaging. Okay? Big difference. And also the timeline. So once it airs, it might, hang out for a little while. But if you're not boosting it out there and you're not putting it out there, it pretty much is gone. But with stories through social media, you can boost post them forever. In my case, I try my best not to take them.
When you go to a lot of coffee shops, they're making art, right, with the foam on top of your coffee, because that's going to build a memory. That's going to make it unique. Bringing art into your business somehow is always good. It's very easy to sell a product, sell a service, sell other people's products, other people's services, but selling yourself is really hard. That's like, tapping your back, but don't be afraid, be confident. Tap your back when needed. You need to love yourself too, and you need to put your face out there, because if your company is a success, if your product is a success, it's because of you.